But what if one of the most dangerous habits after 40 isn't what you eat, or how little you exercise, but how long you sit every single day? Doctors are now warning that excessive sitting is quietly shrinking your muscles, weakening your heart, and slowing your brain. Even in people who think they're otherwise healthy, after 40, the body changes in subtle but important ways. Muscle mass naturally begins to decline, circulation becomes less efficient, and the brain becomes more sensitive to reduced blood flow. When long hours of sitting are added to this equation, whether at work, in the car, or on the couch, the damage accelerates in ways most people never notice until it's too late. Doctors explain that when you sit for extended periods, large muscle groups in the legs and core become inactive. These muscles are responsible not only for movement, but also for regulating blood sugar, supporting circulation, and maintaining strength. When they aren't used regularly, the body begins breaking them down. This process, known as muscle atrophy, can start silently and progress month by month. At the same time, prolonged sitting reduces blood flow throughout the body. The heart doesn't get the same healthy stimulation it receives from regular movement. Over time, this can contribute to higher blood pressure, increased inflammation, and a greater risk of heart disease. What's alarming is that even people who exercise for 30 minutes a day may still be at risk if they sit for the remaining waking hours. The brain is affected as well. Reduced movement means reduced circulation and less oxygen-rich blood reaching the brain. Doctors now link excessive sitting to slower cognitive processing, memory issues, and mental fatigue. Many people describe this as brain fog, lack of focus, or feeling mentally dull without realizing that their chair may be a major contributor. The most dangerous part is how normal sitting feels. It doesn't cause immediate pain. It doesn't feel unhealthy. But doctors warn that the damage builds quietly, day after day, especially after 40, when the body's ability to bounce back is already reduced. Doctors explain that the first system to suffer from too much sitting is the muscular system. When muscles stay inactive for long periods, the body receives a signal that they're no longer needed. Protein synthesis slows down, muscle fibers shrink, and strength gradually fades. After 40, this process accelerates because hormone levels that support muscle maintenance, like testosterone and growth hormone, naturally decline. This is why many people notice weaker legs, poor balance, and quicker fatigue without understanding the root cause. The heart is deeply affected as well. Movement helps the heart pump efficiently and keeps blood vessels flexible. When you sit for hours, circulation slows. Blood pools in the lower body, and the heart has to work harder to move blood throughout the system. Doctors warn that prolonged sitting increases insulin resistance, raises bad cholesterol, and promotes inflammation, three major risk factors for heart disease. Over time, this can quietly weaken cardiovascular health even in people with normal weight. The brain's connection to movement is often overlooked. Physical movement increases blood flow to the brain, delivering oxygen and nutrients that support memory, focus, and mood. When movement is limited, the brain receives less stimulation and fewer resources. Doctors now associate excessive sitting with slower reaction times, reduced concentration, and a higher risk of cognitive decline. Many people feel mentally exhausted despite doing very little physically. This is the brain suffering from underuse of the body. Another hidden danger is how sitting affects metabolism. Sitting for long periods reduces the activity of enzymes responsible for breaking down fats in the bloodstream. Blood sugar regulation becomes less efficient, increasing the risk of type 2 diabetes and weight gain. Doctors emphasize that this metabolic slowdown happens quickly, sometimes within hours of prolonged sitting, and worsens with age. What makes this habit especially dangerous is that it often feels productive. Sitting at a desk, driving, or watching TV seems harmless. But doctors now say that excessive sitting behaves like a silent toxin, slowly damaging muscles, the heart, and the brain without obvious warning signs. Doctors stress that the solution to excessive sitting is not extreme exercise, but frequent, intentional movement throughout the day. After 40, the body responds better to consistency than intensity. Standing up every 30 to 60 minutes, even for a few minutes, helps reactivate muscles, restart circulation, and wake up the nervous system. These small interruptions in sitting time can significantly reduce muscle loss and cardiovascular strain. Simple movements make a powerful difference. Walking for a few minutes, stretching the legs, rolling the shoulders, or doing gentle squats near your chair reactivates large muscle groups. Doctors explain that these movements signal the body to preserve muscle tissue and keep metabolism active. Over time, this helps maintain strength, balance, and energy levels. For heart health, light but regular movement keeps blood vessels flexible and improves blood flow. Even casual walking after meals helps regulate blood sugar and reduces the load on the heart. Doctors recommend incorporating movement into daily routines, walking while taking phone calls, standing while reading, or using stairs whenever possible. These habits reduce inflammation and support long-term cardiovascular health. The brain benefits immediately from movement. Physical activity increases blood flow to the brain, improves oxygen delivery, and stimulates chemicals that support memory and mood. Many people notice clearer thinking, better focus, and reduced brain fog simply by moving more frequently during the day. Doctors emphasize that movement is one of the most effective natural ways to protect brain health after 40. Perhaps most importantly, breaking the sitting habit restores the body's natural rhythm. Humans are designed to move regularly, not remain still for hours. By respecting this design, you protect your muscles from shrinking, your heart from weakening, and your brain from slowing down without needing drastic lifestyle changes. Doctors now warn that sitting too much after 40 is not a harmless habit. It quietly weakens your muscles, strains your heart, and slows your brain without obvious warning signs. What makes it dangerous is how normal it feels, even while the damage builds day after day. The good news is that your body responds quickly to change. Standing up more often, moving regularly, and breaking long sitting periods can restore circulation, protect muscle strength, and sharpen mental clarity. You don't need intense workouts or drastic routines, just consistent movement woven into your daily life. Your body was designed to move, and after 40, that movement becomes even more important. Every time you stand, walk, or stretch, you're protecting your future strength, your heart health, and your brain power. Small choices today can prevent big health problems tomorrow.